Hi everyone. In the previous video, we saw how to use get services and this pipe command and then where object filter, how we can use. Let's explore this filter little more in this video. So this is my VM. So you see, now one thing I want to mention, if you want to comment any command here in uh, PowerShell, you can use hash. Like if you want to comment it, you can use hash to comment it. Now you see these are the get services. I have shown you how to save in the file. If you want to see it in like grid, you can pipe with output out grid view command also. You see now this will be displayed in this grid. Now here from here you can short it, you can from name or display name. So this is also very handy if you want to output that in grid view. Now if you want to see it, like if you get list, if you want to, it will like show all the services. You can format it like the collection here, you can pass it to the format list and it will format the display name status required services. Now this will show in this way. So you see for every service it's showing display name status and required. So it's formatted. You can format, this is in a list view, format list. You can format that in table also. So if you want to format in table, you can format this like suppose this. And if you write, you see it's formatted that in tabular view form. It's showing display name status and required. You can add in other columns also, like uh, in get member we saw that there are lot many properties. So we can if you want to see any other property, you can just put in comma and the property name. It will be displayed in a tabular format like display name status running required and more. I wanted to show you one more thing. You can sort in also, you can sort it also. But you see this is the data. Get services fetches the collection of services, this format that and format table format that and display it. If you want to sort that uh, in a particular format, like if you want to sort it in status wise, if you'll execute this way, it will throw error. You see why it's throwing error? Because format table has already displayed the data. This fetches the collection and this format and displays the data. After displaying, you cannot sort it. So if you want to sort it, you have to get the collection and then you have to sort the collection. Like you see get services pipe, this collection is passed to sort object. This will sort based on the property status, and then this collection which is sorted in a sorted, it will be passed to format list and then it will format data based and then show display name and status and required. Here what's happening the opposite, so that's why it throws error. So if you go and see, you see it has sorted based on status. So it shows first the running and then you see stopped one, then running one. So it will be more clear in similar to that. You see get services form, if you format and then if you want to output grid, it will show error. Then that data format not supported. But if you have got the service, you can select it, like you format it and then you can output the grid. Now for this, if you format and then output, it will throw error. Now if you get services and if you want to do like see it in grid view form, you have to select it, select the object, display name status required, and then you can output the grid. You see this way. So as you can see, display name status and required services. Now these are the fields. If you like want to see all the properties, these many like get members, you see these many properties are there. If you want to see all, you don't like want to see a particular column, So you can use as asterisk get services, select object asterisk, and it will be shown in grid view format. So you see all the columns, all the properties will be visible. Now you can sort it here based on any of the property which you want, and then you can use it to use it. One way you can filter it from here also. It's a very you see running, it will fetch all the running one. So filter is very useful here. Suppose you want to filter particular name, like some ASP.NET State you want to filter, you write ASP, you see ASP.NET filter. So this filter is also very useful. So you can pull any of the collection of objects, and then you can select, and then you can see in output grid. One more feature, like sometimes if you are new to the PowerShell, uh, you are scared of executing command. So for that, if you are not sure what will happen to this, like if you fetch this get services, uh, it, it fetches all the. Now if you want to, suppose if you want to stop services, stop services will stop. But if you're not sure that if I'll execute this command, what will happen, you can execute it. What if, it will show you what will happen if this command is executed. So it's better if you are new to the PowerShell, you execute any command with this, and then you will be able to see it, what will be the impact of it, and then you can execute it. You see, executed it, right? So what it's saying that it will stop get services, stop what if performing the operation stop service. So it will stop all these services if what if was not there. So this way, and then if you are sure that this command is okay, you can remove this what if, and then you can execute it. So what if is very useful in this kind of uh, scenario. Another is confirm. If you are not sure whether what will happen to this command if I execute it, then you can use confirm. For every command it will execute, it will ask you for confirmation whether you want to execute this command, whether you want to execute this command or not. You see confirmation. Are you sure want to perform this action? Perform this operation, stop all services. You write no. For then for other service also no. For all, so for every, it will, for every command it will ask. If you write it no for all, it will not execute. Something like that. If you want to see in a terminal, you can copy, and you see here uh, CLS. Now see confirm. Here also it is asking, are you sure want to perform this action? Y for yes, A for yes to all, N for no, L for no to all. So I am writing N. N is no. Then it will ask for other services. For it is asking for all these services. So L for not for all, then I'll type L and then enter. So it will not execute. So this confirm and what if is very useful if you are not sure with the commands. So these two feature is very useful. You can append it in any of the commands. So that's all. Thank you. We'll continue next.